video for part 2 for functions review paper 1 question for AISL. In part 1, we have done from question number 1 to 20. Now we are doing from question number 21 onwards. In this question number 21, the pH of a solution is measured by this formula. What is C? C is a concentration of hydronium ions. Then lower pH indicates more acidic solution. Now concentration of hydronium ions is given by 1.3 times 10 to the power of minus 5. So this is C. Calculate the pH of coffee. So the formula of pH equals to minus log base 10 C. So it is minus log base 10 1.3 times 10 power negative 5. Use the calculator. You should be able to get that value as 4.86605. Use the three significant figures. It is 4.89. So we get a method mark for this and an accuracy mark for this. That is part A. Now a different unknown liquid. This is an unknown liquid, 10 times the concentration of hydronium ions. So the unknown liquid has a concentration 10 times that of the coffee. What was the coffee's concentration? 1.3 times 10 to the power of negative 5. So this is the value of C. Now determine whether the liquid is more acidic or basic. So first I use pH equals to minus log base 10 C. So minus log base 10, 10 times 1.3 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Use the calculator and get the value of this one. So what should be the value of this? When I use a calculator over there, and using the graphing calculator and getting the values. So you are going to get that answer as 3.88605. When I simplify in three significant figures, it has become 3.89. So what do? I get M1 for this and an accuracy mark for this. Next, what is the thing is, we have to know whether it is acidic or not. So unknown solution, and coffee. Unknown solution has a pH 3.89, coffee has 4.89. We can clearly see that 3.89 is less than 4.89. Then lower the pH. Lower pH means more acidic. So let me write that. So more acidic. So therefore, we can see that 3.89 is less than 4.89. Therefore, it is more acidic than coffee. Now coming to question number 22. The cross-section of arched entrance into the ballroom of an hospital follow the shape of a parabola. This cross-section can be formed by this formula, y equals to minus 1.6 x square plus 4.4 x. Determine the equation of the axis of symmetry. So y equals to minus 1.6 x square plus 4.48 x. Use the GDC, graph it out, and find the maximum point. The maximum point, you should be getting it out as 1.4 comma 3.136. So the axis of symmetry equals to is x equals to 1.4. So it's a 2 marks question. So you get it out, writing it out, method 1 mark and accuracy 1 mark. Next part of the question. Part B, to prepare for an event, the square base crate of 1.6 meters and 2 meters high, 1.6 meters wide and 2 meters high is to be moved through an archway in the ballroom. The crate must remain upright. Determine whether the crate will pass through the archway or not. So this was the archway. Now the crate, square base crate. He says that whether we can pass through that square base crate or not. So I'm taking it out another square base crate over here. What is the width of the square base crate? It is 1.6 meters. But we know that the axis of symmetry is at 1.4. This is at 1.4. So square base crate. So what am I going to do? I'm going to, it is 1.6. So this side I'm going to take 0.8 and this side I'm going to take 0.8. So total it become 1.6. So 1.4 plus 0.8 is 2.2. And 1.8, 1.4 minus 0.8 is 0.6. So we can see that 0.6 is over here and 2.2 is over here. So, but basically it is a arch. It is 0. The midpoint is 1.4. So this one has to be 2.8. So 0 and 2.8. But the crate is occupying from 0.6 to 2.2. So therefore, width-wise, what we can say, width of the crate passes through. Now I need to check the height. So for the height, we know it is 2 meters. So what we are going to do at 0.6, what is the height of the arch? And at 2.2, what is the height of the arch? We are going to find it out. So use the GDC to find at x equals to 0.6, what's going to be the y value. So you'll be getting y value as 2.112. But the height is only 2 meters. So 2 meters is less than 2.112. So therefore, height of the crate also passes through. Height of crate passes through. So both width and height do passes through. So how many marks is that? It is going to be 3 marks. So you write it out method 1 mark over here, method 1 mark, accuracy mark, and an accuracy mark. Question number 23. It is same as question number 20 in part 1 of the video. Question number 24. This is just now same as question number 21 of our part 2 video. Now, question number 25. Consider the function f of x equals to x squared minus 3 upon x. So what is that? F of x equals to x squared minus 3x to the power of negative 1. Find f prime x. So f of x equals to x power n. F prime x formula is n times x power n minus 1. Power comes from power minus 1. So f prime x equals to 2 times x power 2 minus 1 minus 3 minus 1 times x power minus 1 minus 1. So it becomes 2x plus 3x to the power of negative 2, which is 2x plus 3 upon x squared. So we get a method mark over here and an accuracy mark over here. Then L is a tangent at 1 comma minus 2. Use your answer to find the gradient of L. Basically, gradient of L is going to be nothing but what? F prime of x itself only. What is the point? The point is at 1 comma. The point is at 1 comma negative 2. So substitute f prime of 1. So when I substitute f prime of 1, so it becomes 2 of 1 plus 3 upon 1 square, which is going to be 5. So this gives me again one method mark and an accuracy mark. Next, what is it telling? Determine the number of lines parallel to L that the tangent. and justify your answer. So parallel lines. Parallel lines will have equal slopes. Parallel lines will have equal slopes. So 5 was equals to 2x plus 3 upon x square. Now you can use the GDC to get the solution for x. You'll be getting it out negative 0.686 and 1 and 2.19. So you'll be getting it out 3 answers. So this is A1 and this is M1. Question number 26. Let h of x be a function representing the height of a cylindrical tin with a diameter x. H is the height and x is the diameter. H of x is given by this. Find the range of f. So for that, what am I going to do? 640 divided by 4 square plus 0.5. Another one is 640 divided by 14 square plus 0.5. So when do I get that one? I can see that values will be 3.76530 and 40.5. So my range will be h of x will be in the values of 3.77 and 40.5, 3 significant figures. So we get method marks over here and an accuracy mark for both the values. H inverse of 10. H inverse of 10 equals to x. So we have to find the value of x. So h of x equals to 10. When I move h inverse to the other side, it becomes h of x. H of x equals to 10. So 640 upon x square plus 0.5 equals to 10. Use a GDC to calculate. You should be getting 8.21 centimeters. So this is M1 and A1. Next part of the question. In the context of the question, interpret your answer in part B. So when x was 8.21, h was 10. So what does that mean? Tin of 10 centimeters high will have a diameter of 8.21 centimeters. So this is just only 1 mark question. Then write down the range of h inverse of x. So domain and range. H of x domain. Domain was between 4 and 14. So we know that domain of h of x will become range of h inverse of x. They get swapped. So range is going to be nothing but between 4 to 14. So that is again just now 1 accuracy mark. Domain and range get swapped for h of x and h inverse of x. Question number 27. Irina uses a set of coordinate axes to draw the design of a window. The base of a window is on the x-axis. The upper part of the window is in the form of a quadratic curve, and sides on the vertical lines are shown. The curve has an endpoint 0, 10, 8, 10, and the vertex at 4, 12. The quadratic curve can be expressed in this form. Write down the value of c. So 0, 10. So plug in 10 equals to a times 0 square plus b times 0 plus c. So this gives me c value as 10. Then a part 2, hence to form two equations for a and b. What are those 2 points? The other 2 points are 8, 10 and 4, 12. 8, 10 and 4, 12. So for part A2, 8, 10. We know that y equals to ax square plus bx plus c. So 10 equals to a times 8 square plus b times 8 plus c. The c value just now we got it as 10. So I get 64a plus 8b plus 10 equals to 10. So you get 1 accuracy mark for this. Then we have the other point 4, 12. So 12 equals to a times 4 square plus b times 4 plus 10. So 16a plus 4b plus 10 equals to 12. This is another accuracy mark. Next in part 3, we have to prove it or get the values for GDC. A is -1/8, B is 1. So with this A1 and A1, so therefore what will be the equation? -1/8 x square plus x plus 10. Now finally in part B, he's asking us to find the area of the region. 0 to 8, area of the region will be integration 1/8 x square plus x plus 10 dx. Use the calculator, you should be getting 90.7 centimeters square. Method mark, accuracy mark, and then other accuracy mark. Question number 28. Natasha carries on an experiment on the growth of a mole. She believes that the growth can be modified by exponential function. P is the area, T is the time in days since the experiment has started. The area of the model is 112 at the start. At the start means T equals to 0. P is going to be 112. So 112 equals to A times e to the power of k times 0. So 112 equals to A. So this gives you accuracy mark. Find the value of k. 360 after 5 days. After 5 days. So the formula is P equals to 112 e power kt. So 360 equals to 112 e power 5k. Use the GDC, you'll be getting k value as 0.233521. Use the three significant figures 0.234. This gives you method mark, accuracy mark, and another accuracy mark. Next, question number 26. Dilara is designing a kite ABCD on the coordinate axis. A, B, C are given. Point D is on the x-axis. AC is perpendicular to BD. Find the gradient of AC. You have to find the gradient of AC. A is 2, 0. C is 4, 6. So gradient of AC will be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is 6 minus 0 by 4 minus 2, which is 3. So I get M1 over here and A1 over here. Now write down the gradient of the line B to D. So we know that AC and BD are perpendicular to each other. So BD is perpendicular to AC. So gradient of AC was 3. So what will be the gradient of BD? Reciprocal and change the symbol. So you get it out, 1 accuracy mark. Next he's asking us to find it out in part C, equation of line BD. So we know the point 0, 4 and the gradient is minus 1 by 3. Formula is y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y minus 4 equals to -1 by 3, x minus 0. 3y minus 12 equals to negative x. So what do I get it out? X plus 3y minus 12 equals to 0. This is method mark and an accuracy mark. Now finally, write the coordinates of the part D. Where is D? D is on x-axis. X-axis means y equals to 0. So x plus 3 times 0 minus 12 equals to 0. So x equals to 12. So what is going to be the point? 12. So the point is 12, 0. Question number 30. The price of a gas at Leon's gas station. Leon's gas station is 1.5 per liter. A customer has to buy a minimum of 10 liters and a discount of 5 is applied. Now this is given by this formula. Find the total cost of 40 liters. So Leon's price is 1.5x minus 5. Now for 40 liters. So plug in 40 times 40 minus 5. So when I do that, I should be getting the answer as $55. So you get a method mark and an accuracy mark. Find L inverse of 70. What is being asked is asked as L inverse of 70. Let it be equals to x. So move that L inverse to the other side. 70 equals to L of x. What is L of x? 1.5x minus 5. Use the GDC. You should be able to get the value of x as 50 liters. Now, this gives you one method mark and an accuracy mark. Next, the price at the Erica's gas station is 1.3. Must buy minimum 10 liters. The total cost of gas station is cheaper than the Leon's gas when X is greater than K. Find the value of K. So for Erica, the cost of 1 liter is $1.3. So X liters will be 1.3x. Now he's telling that Erica's price should be cheaper than the Leon's price. So 1.3x is less than 1.5x minus 5. Use the GDC. You should be getting the value of x as 25. So x is greater than 25 is going to be the answer. M1, A1, and an A1. Next, 31. If the shark is spotted near the Brighton beach, a lifeguard will activate a siren. The sound intensity is I, is inversely proportional to square of the distance d. It is known that distance d is 1.5 meters. The sound intensity is 4. So that this is the formula. Now he says that siren inversely proportional to square of the distance. So I is inversely proportional to 1 by square of the distance. So I equals to k upon d square. Now what is being given? The intensity has been given as 4 and the distance is 1.5 square. From there I get the k value as 9. So what is the formula? I equals to 9 by d square. That's going to be the formula. Method mark, accuracy mark, and an accuracy mark. Next, part B, sketch the graph. Graph, when you do it out by calculator, it should look like this. This point is 1.5 comma 4. You get A1 for correct ending at the both the x-axis and y-axis. Next, while swimming, Scarlett can hear the siren if the sound intensity is greater than 1.5 times 10 to the power of 6. So sound intensity is 1.5 times 10 to the power of minus 6 is greater than 9 by d square. Use again GDC. You should be able to get the value as d for 2449.48. So d should be greater than or equals to 2450 meters. So this gives you accuracy mark and a method mark. Next, question number 32. Professor, we observed that the students have difficulty in remembering the information presented in next lectures. He modeled the percentage of retaining R by a function, this one. T is the number of days after the lecture is given. He found that after 1 day after the lecture, he has forgotten 50% of the information presented. Find the value of P. So R equals to 50. So for that, what am I going to do? 50 equals to 100 e to the power of minus 1 times P. Again, use GDC. You should be getting P value as 0.693. So this is M1 and this is A1. Now for part B. Use this model to find the percentage of information retained after 36 hours. T equals to 36 hours, but I have to convert into days. So divide by 24. So it will be 1.5 days. So now the formula will be R equals to 100 e to the power of minus 0.693147 times 1.5. So which is 35.5. 3553, which is 35.4%. This is going to be the accuracy mark and the method mark. Now part C. Based on this model, Professor V believes that his students will always return some information. State a mathematical reason. So we know that RT equals to 100 e to the power of minus 0.693147 t. We know that this value will be always greater than 0. So therefore, they will be able to retain every time because it is greater than 0. Then write down one possible limitation of the domain. So RT equals to again 100 e to the power of minus 0.693147 t. So if t is making very big values, is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because people cannot live for longer. Because people can't live longer. So that is the risk. T is big values of t, you can't take that one. That's going to be the answer. Whereas the remaining questions are all repeated questions in the previous 33 questions. You can check that. So that comes to the end of this video. See you in the next video. Bye.